During an airing of the public interest show on Facebook with Gabriela Patram, former President of Ghana, David Granger, has called on the incumbent administration to treat the population with respect as the country gets ready to observe 188 years since the abolition of slavery in 1833.
And I wish that the government would recapture the spirit, the original spirit of emancipation, and start to treat the entire population with respect. That's not happening yet. I don't see it.
Meanwhile, Patram questioned Granger about a supposed rift existing in his party.
There are differences in our party. Every party has differences. Unfortunately, in my party, some of those differences have been the subject of a media frenzy. But the members of the party know that there are differences. The differences are not antagonistic. And we have strong institutions, and I'm confident that the differences could be resolved if we respected those institutions.
The former president went on to declare that one of the issues currently arising in the party is that of Congress, which he asserted will be put to rest by the Central Executive Committee of the party. Recently, some members of the CEC, the Central Executive Committee of the People's National Congress, issued letters to the media citing their dissatisfaction with what they deemed as the unilateral acceptance of two newly formed parties into the membership of the APNU-AFC coalition. Granger debunked those claims in a subsequent interview where he posited that the executive members of the APNU had met and agreed to the acceptance of those two parties. Those parties were the Ghana Nation Builders Movement, formed by former Minister of Public Service and APNU-AFC parliamentarian Tabita Sarabu-Hali, and the Equal Rights and Justice Party, which was formed by former Junior Minister of Public Infrastructure Jaipal Sharma. The issue of Congress was also raised in the letter to media operatives, where the group of CEC members noted that they were irate over the fact that even though Congress was due to be held in 2020, there has been no attempt to convene the event. Granger has since levied the blame for Congress not being held on the pandemic and restrictive guidelines due to the coronavirus.
I don't think the PNC leader has been born who would prevent Congress from being held. You know, it's part of our DNA. And members look forward to Congress. All that is happening in 2021 is that we're looking at modalities for having a safe Congress. And as soon as it happens, the better.
The former president further stated that the change in government in 2020 also played a role in the souring of relations within the party.
I must admit that the loss of office in August last year, a year ago, has been the cause of some of those differences, perhaps becoming newspaper headlines. But we are looking at the next decade. We need a vision that will move this country forward.
Wendel Badrie for the HGP Nightly News.